I want to talk about that dirty little F word. It's not that 4-letter F word, it's that 7-letter F word, failure. So failure is something that all of us deal with on a regular basis in both our personal lives and professional lives. Some people, when they are approached with failure, they melt down, they don't do well. Other people, when they have failure come into their lives, that's when they realize, it's a bad situation, but I'm going to learn from this. So a little bit about me. I've obviously failed, just like most of us, many times throughout my life. But here's some of my stories. So back when I was in high school, I got my first job. I was working for this guy on the Seaside Heights Boardwalk in Jersey. And working for him, he became my mentor. We had my first couple businesses. He was my business partner. But one of the things I kept on seeing with his businesses was he never adapted, he never changed. And I wanted to make sure that going forward, when I had my own businesses, that I would adapt, that I would change, or figure out what would be coming next and learn from those. So one of my stories, one year I opened up a concept in my local mall. It was snow powder. It was a powder, you add water to it, becomes 20 times the original size. Thought it was the coolest thing in the world, thought I was gonna sell tons of these products. This was 15 years ago. I probably still have some of those products in my stock room. That first Black Friday weekend I was open, I sold 3 products. But here's the thing, I realized it was a mistake. I failed. But what I did is I adapted. I changed, I switched my concept because people kept on asking, where's this one concept in the mall? It was Dewey's Bakery. It's a regional treat in North Carolina. So I pivoted to that. I failed, but moved to Dewey's Bakery. 15 years later, I'm still selling Dewey's Bakery products at Christmas. Another one of my stories, I owned and operated a Spirit Halloween store for 6 years in my market. Before I took over the market, it was a low volume store. It didn't really do a whole lot, but I took the store to top 20% of stores nationwide, over 1,000 stores in the Spirit Halloween family. So that was pretty good. But one day I got a phone call. It was from the VP of the program. It said, David, just wanted to let you know we're no longer renewing our contract. And that was the extent of the conversation. So learning from my mentor in the early years, I already had a plan. I was gonna succeed. I ended up buying, about 2 months later, 4 hair salons, kept them. So I just sold them about 1.5 years ago and succeeded in the end there. My personal life, last week I failed at yet another relationship. At this moment, I can't tell you exactly what I've learned from it because it's very recent. But in the future, give me a couple months. By the time I'm seeing you guys at South by in Austin, I'll have a good answer for this. So how do we learn from failures? Some people just fail and move on. Other people, they want to learn from it. Sometimes you want to figure out why you failed. It could be because you weren't prepared. It could be because you gave up too soon. Other people, in business, you might not have known what the customer had actually wanted. Like me with that snow powder, customers just wanted something they can grab and go with. They didn't need something I needed to explain. Sometimes, again, you just want to figure out what you could have learned. I have a friend who was rejected from 20 plus jobs. She learned, though, in the end that it was worth the wait for that job that she finally got accepted at. She loved the job, great culture, great money. Could be you when you tried out for a sports team in, let's say, high school, and you didn't make it on the first try. On the off season, you went, you tried harder, you trained, and that next year you made the varsity team. If you're a college student and you're struggling, I also teach college, so I have experience with this. Sometimes it's just talking to the professor, see what you're missing, see what they can do to help you. So again, failure, it doesn't have to be a bad word. It doesn't have to be something bad if you learn from it.